Hey guys, I did a little bit of grinding off camera and I got Knock Knock, a special item. He now has the Necklace of Double Crosses. It gives him awesome sneak attack, but it also forces him to attack me if someone walks away from him. So it may be awful. We'll find out. Okay, and this should lead us to Talon Peak, going down this way. And at Talon Peak, we should find a giant rock. And that giant rock should have a giant egg.
Stand with me!
Oh. Or we could run into a rock early. Interesting.
We shall overcome!
Ooh, yeah. Getting like 41 sneak attacks, criticals for 68. Alright, our damage is in a good place. And it has no items. Gotta admit, that's a little disappointing. I mean, this isn't the rock I'm going for, but still. At least, like, pick up some feathers or something. Those are some badass feathers.
Time to get some rest, isn't it?
Everyone's tired. Then I forced them to climb a mountain. Oh, that's a dick move. Okay, let's rest here. Hunting takes a little longer on a mountain. That's fair. Not gonna complain about that. Okay. Totally basic giant spider. Been killing these guys for
Grant you death!
quite a while. Pretty much since the sycamore tree.
Fight back. Best kind of fight.
Okay. Now the spider swarms suck dick.
A clever ploy.
That's what explosive bombs are for. Alright. Petrified egg. He might have been trying to do the same sort of thing.
Forwards.
And the dead body is no doubt meant to be ominous. Even more dead body. Let's save one more time.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Ha! Primitives.
So, we got that combo pretty well down. Everyone attacks the giant spider
Without a
except
doubt.
Jubilost, who bombs the little buggies.
Forwards.
My search was not in vain.
That sounded like the wind, but I bet it wasn't. Okay, so that just makes a thud. Interesting. Other people. Heavily armed men are seated around the fire. They chat casually and pass around a flask, obviously not expecting ambush or eavesdropping in a place like this. Damn Baron and his damn guards. Since that ass down the Stag Lord, honest people got nowhere to go get themselves some coin. Just look where we ended up. Middle of nowhere. Huh, I didn't expect to succeed, really. Damn right. More traders on the road, and what good of it? Try and pluck them even a bit, and you're locked up in no time. Sounds like I'm doing a good job. Enough, cut the whining. We gotta adapt if we want to survive. This bird'll bring us more gold than any trader, and then we can sell ourselves as mercenaries or go treasure hunting. We'll get by. Akun silently nods to you and readies his weapon. Alright, let's continue. With you in charge, we'll end up with our necks broken. Care to explain what demon possessed you to make us climb up a cliff when there's a neat, safe path on the other side? Why we gotta bother with all these hooks and ropes? Have you seen that path? Spiders everywhere, just swarming with spiders, crawling all around. Damn fat, furry beasts. I hate spiders. Ah, really? You're afraid of spiders? I'm not afraid of it, nothing. It's just these damn spiders. Rather fight a troll than mess with those ugly beasts. Okay. Oh, watch out! There's a spider in your hair! Oh, haha, I'm just exploding with laughter. Maybe you should become a bard, huh? Better yet, head straight to the capital. Ask the Baron to hire you as court jester. Just don't go through the front door. There might be spiders inside. Better take a rope and scale the back wall. Octavia giggles. Someone's here! Arm yourselves, lads! Damn it, Octavia.
Consider me provoked.
Hold on, are any of them any good? 7, 7, 9. Let's do something fun. It's Phantasmal Killer. Who's got the worst will save? 3, 5, 4. Alright. You were making fun of his fear. Let's give you your greatest fear.
Repent!
We shall overcome! These magics should be used in other ways. Ends you!
Yeah, well,
A clever
looks like she's
ploy.
not gonna get a chance to cast that spell. Monster casserole. I've been wanting something that uses wyvern meat. Been holding on to it for long enough.
Without a doubt.
I like how the rock's just like floating around ominously.
I will guide us.
I'd be a lot more impressed if I hadn't accidentally fought a rock just a little bit ago. Alright. Here's the nest.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Ancient rock. So it's probably even more badass.
I grant you death.
Knock knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
This is for you.
Dang. Did you mess with every one of those scorching rays? Oh, it's got concealment. And it's got 30 armor class. What's her chance to hit? It's hard to tell exactly. With rays, anyway. Ah, nope, here we go. She has plus 10 to hit, so she'd actually have to roll a 20. Alright, send a raise. Okay, still isn't really a
I'm
threat.
still here.
Natural armor plus 1. Ooh, shinies.
Our path leads on.
Does that just lead to world map? Yeah. I don't see any other loot on the map. Alright. That went way smoother than I expected, really. Now, let's see if we can get to Varnhold through this path and try and find that missing noble person. Now, I read online that we are actually supposed to get to Shallow Gulch without running into the guards to find that noble person. And some event had to happen before that was possible. So hopefully we'll get that kingdom event just randomly.
Time to get some rest, isn't it?
Looks like they haven't quite finished construction with some of this.
A rest would be welcome.
Sorry about that. I was doing something on my other screen. Okay.
Forwards.
So leaders. I'm sure we'll run up against those since they showed up in the heads, but still. Oh no. But he probably had a really good chance of passing this. That hurts. Economy, loyalty, community, stability. Well. Oh well. I'd like to be able to do this. It would probably get rid of my troubled affliction. But 1000 PP is a fucking big deal. It's basically 80,000 gold. And I'm not rocking a lot of BP. I think I can upgrade one of my other town, or villages to a town though. Don't recall exactly how to do that though. Let's see, we got a smithy and a barracks. If we put a shop next to the smithy, it would give additional economy. Sure. Okay. It's not a whole lot to do right now except skip some time. Oh, and of course turn in our rock egg for the feast.
Forwards. Alright. 5,000 coins, 6 regular eggs, some owlbear eggs, some soft cheese, 900 experience. Pretty good experience. Don't actually care. Okay. Hey, doing good. You take care of those errands? Good on you. Let's see. As far as my journal goes, okay. We got about 2 months before anything big happens. Some hot cocoa? Nice. I just have a big thing of water. Let's see.
Pretty good. I just finished a quest to get a Rock's Egg. You haven't actually missed much. And that went pretty smoothly. Got 900 experience for it. But that's about all I've got on my plate. Right now I'm just gonna skip some time and get some baroning done. Oh hey. The news of the Stag Lord's fall has spread across the neighboring land like ripples on a pond. It seems the stolen land has entered a new age, its future history to be written by its new ruler's actions and decisions. The fledgling barony already begins to attract attention from across the distant realms of Galarion. Some factions already take a keen interest in the affairs of the Baron, and may even pay him a visit. Okay. Barony alignment. Your subjects look up to you in all areas of life, including your alignment. Depending on the ruler's morale and conduct, your barony will attract the attention of a particular kind of people. Certain alignments may unlock unique buildings. Yeah, like my good alignment unlocks some hospitals and orphanages and stuff. You see 13? That's no issue. Okay. So now we get a personal side quest. Yeah, an evil cleric probably attacks all sorts of unscrupulous sorts. There's actually a lot of evil religions you can just let flourish. Octavia and Regongar exchange a look and both start talking at the same time. Do you think we knew the Technic League wouldn't just let us go? And they send their agent right here to the capital. Now that's some impudence. He's sitting in a tavern, paying with Numerian gold, and asking around about Reg and me all day. Even if he's not spying for the Technic League, we sure have a few questions for him. What are you planning? What do you think? Once you get someone outside, it's not that hard to beat some information out of them. Reg, that can wait. I'd like to start with a chat. Try to find out what exactly they have planned. They wouldn't just send one agent in. And wherever the cronies are hidden, that's where we'll find the big fish. Regongar slams his fist into his palm with a grin. Alright, let's go find out what they're doing there. Great. We'll wait for you in the tavern. Oh yeah, I needed to talk to Bakken and give him some scrolls I gathered for him. I don't know where he actually is in my town. Maybe I can look it up in my phone real quick. Oh, it says sometimes he's in your throne room. Ooh. So you say you're stuck in the fight with the Stag Lord? Yes. That one was very difficult. Actually, you might want to look up my video on YouTube about it at Magi Plays X at YouTube. And I probably redid that fight 10 plus times. But essentially, I think I chose to not have those other people help me so that I could start the fight on kind of my terms. And then I went to the right and climbed up that, you know, the ramp to where the Stag Lord will appear. So I already had people up there when the Stag Lord appeared. But yeah, that fight is brutal. Okay. Bakken is also sometimes at Oleg's trading post. But I may as well hit the tavern before I do that. Yeah, I haven't actually even, like, added anything to my Twitch channel, because I don't normally have people. But now that I sometimes have viewers, I guess I'll add things. Yeah. Alright, time to rough a dude up. An inconspicuous dwarf wearing a grey coat sits at the table sipping beer. As you, Octavia, and Regongar appear at his table, he topples the mug, startled. Boo. You were asking about us, right? Well, here we are. So what is it you want from us, hmm? You've made a mistake. I have no idea who you are. Who are you, and why are you looking for Octavia and Regongar? No, you're wrong. I'm just a simple cobbler. Slams his fist on the table, almost hard enough to break the table legs. Cut the crap, deadbeat. Talk or I start cutting off fingers. Don't, please, not my fingers. I'll tell you everything. My name's Carrig, just a humble servant of Maestro Janusz. The look on Octavia and Regongar's face after hearing that name makes the dwarf go pale and shrink into his chair. You know him, don't you? You could say that. And why did he send you here? I was his slave. I served the Maestro loyally for a long time, and he finally granted me my freedom. He promised me a lot of money, enough to get me to the Five Kings Mountain and then some, if I just do a simple task for him. Find out if a half-elf named Octavia and a half-orc named Regongar were living in the capital, and if so, where they could be found. I don't know why he sent me. I'm no spy, just a simple cobbler. Do you believe him? Strange as it may seem, yes. He seems more like one who's been deceived than one who's deceiving. Using people in the dark without telling them the true purpose of their mission is very much like Janusz. I don't think he's a spy. I think he's bait. Ah. Thank you. Regongar, do you believe him? I think this slimeball's lying. A cobbler, sure. Everyone knows the Technic League's short on spies. Of course they have to send cobblers, cooks, and water carriers instead. So here's what I think. Let's drag him by the beard from the city gate to the palace and back. Maybe then he'll come up with something more clever along the way. I'm gonna go with Octavia's gut on this. Do you know where we can find Janusz? Yes I do. Oh, the Maestro will kill me. Avdar, what did I do to deserve this? Give me a map. I'll show you where he's holed up. Looks like a trap. Of course it's a trap. It's the Maestro. I don't feel like giving him gold, since he's kind of a dupe and he was going to help his master. I'll just ask him to stay here. Thank you, Your Grace. I'll serve you as loyally and truthfully as I did the Maestro himself. Are you in need of new souls? You probably go through a lot of shoes on your journeys. Forgive me, I'm being overly chatty. It's all nerves, you see. May Abdar keep you safe. Thank you, Your Grace. I'll serve you as... Oh. Well, now we know where Janish is waiting for us. He knows we're coming, of course, but we know that he knows, so that gives us the advantage. But does he know that we know that he knows? Regongar frowns with exaggerated seriousness. Laughing, Octavia lightly flicks Regongar's nose. Unable to maintain a serious expression, he breaks down and laughs with her. Oh, they're my favorite polyamorous couple. Like, seriously, they invite you to their bed, and normally I'm all about pursuing all the romance options in RPGs and just, you know, maximizing my interactions with the characters, but for some reason, I just wasn't feeling it with those two. Okay, let's hit the map and see where this guy is. Alright, can I keep my party? It's been going good for me. Wish they'd tell me the name of the location. Ah, here it is. Technically a hideout. That'll do. I'm gonna stop by and talk to Bakken first. And see what's up with my kingdom. We got one more exclamation mark. Yeah, the map only gets bigger. Let's see. Can talk to a land famous for its war against the demons from the World Wound. That sounds serious. Many a young man and woman from our barony decided to join these defenders, but this has sown discontent among the people. Many grumble at the influences these strangers have over the minds of our young. A noble advisor would assist the men to being agents, while an advisor indifferent to the ideals of chivalry would be inclined to throw them out. I don't want to throw them out, but Regongar is like 50% better at resolving things. Okay. Balkan's making me travel a whole day just to hand him some books.
Forwards.
Wait, looks like I only gave him 2, but I had all 3. Yeah, well, maybe I got 2 copies of Part 3, because I still have Part 3 on me. Mildly annoying, but okay. Is there a way to reduce seller prices? Not that I have seen. Which on that note, I guess I should sell my junk to Oleg. Okay, so that was from the blooming season. So these have a yellow circle, but I don't think these are used for anything. Keep a hold of them just in case. Okay.
I will guide us.
Oh. What did you manage to do at the mandibles? Give them to a mite in the caves. What does he give you for them? Oh, No worries. Well, the general can wait until I deal with the general's other quest.
Oh, time to get some rest, isn't it?
No, 200 XP. Oh well. Would have enjoyed it at the time. Oh, dang. Of course. Oh, cool. What do I want? Yeah, you have a companion manager, but it does take a long time to swap companions. Yeah, it's hard to beat greater invisibility. And let's see. Elemental body might be good. As long as he can still use his weapons and abilities. Wait, the cobbler? God damn it.
Consider me provoked.
I was duped.
We shall overcome. Don't take wasted.
There's more of them. Okay.
I grant you death. Attack!
This is for you! I'll fight if I have to.
Cannot hide from me.
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Even more enemies. At least now they're all in one direction.
Be easier if you not fight back.
Repent! Grotus awaits us.
Poor Hurrian. He was an arrow magnet. Oop. 2+1 daggers. Someone had made a good living. Yeah, these aren't the best equipped guys I've ever gone up against. Yeah, even though I like to play the good guy, you have my full recommendation to kill that dude.
Come here.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
That was a bit of a glitch. Collected nuts times 0.
Time for fun?
You can't stop me.
The end draws near.
It's an awful big chest for just one egg.
Forwards.
Okay, got a door. Hopefully our mission to take out this slaver isn't defeated by a locked door. So in actual D&D, that's where I'd be rolling to sunder the door or just break it down somehow.
Let's finish them quick.
Which knife to use?
Where's Octavia up front? How did you guys fuck that up?
Strike as one. This ends you.
Janus Maestro claps his hands as he greets you with a contented smile. So, you managed to track down my messenger, locate this place, and make your way here. Impressive. Very impressive. I see all that training was not in vain. You old scumbag, playing your games. You think we don't know it's a trap? Ah, we're ready for anything. Oh, of course it's a trap. Not for you though, my darling. Octavia, Regongar. You've surpassed all my expectations. I can't help but feel pride in such students. I speak to you now not as slaves. No, you are deserving of your freedom. You've proven I can speak to you as equals. I invite you to become proper members of the Technic League. You will become my left and right hands. You could have all the things the shabby baron could never offer you. Money, slaves, power, access to secret knowledge, and powerful artifacts. We require just one small entry fee. The wizard points to you, his head. Ekken's eyes narrow and his muscles tense. He watches Regongar closely, preparing to strike a blow. Whoa, that's one thing I wasn't ready for. Now listen up, you old piece of shit. Do you take us for brainless idiots here? You think we got through all your training and didn't learn the most important lessons? He looks at Octavia. Lesson 1. Never trust Maestro Janosch in anything. Lesson 2. Hate Maestro Janosch with all your heart. Enough talk, old teacher. We're here to pass our final exam.
Now is the beginning of the hunt.
Alright. This calls for Fireball. And I think Regongar wants to get big. Huh. Why can't he cast Enlarged Person? Whatever.
I'll cut you.
And let's get a Bless off. You know what? One more Fireball wouldn't hurt.
Your life ebbs low.
No, shoot down.
What a waste.
The weak suffer. I endure.
That one went deep.
Set the slave fins on fire.
Strike when certain. Nowhere to run.
What are you waiting for? He's getting away. We'll catch him. We just need to set these poor people free first. No, we don't. Forget them. Can't you see the scum's getting away? Reg, we can't leave them. We used to be slaves too. And we freed ourselves, Octavia. We owe nothing to these people. We all talk? Stab him! Stab him! Stab him! Octavia's right, Reg. Didn't free yourselves on your own, remember? These people need our help. But Janosch, ah, damn it, fine. Let him roll himself back to Numeria. Callistra's not blind. He'll get his someday. Enough chatting then. I love you. After giving Regongar a quick hug, Octavia rushes to help the chained slaves. Okay, but how do we do that? They're saying thank you and they're still in burning cages.
Without a doubt.
Oh, okay, just talking to them saves them. Okay, he disappears as expected. He's gone. Gongar kicks the door frame, frustrated, and spits on the floor. It's alright, we'll settle the score later. No, we won't. It's over. We'll never see him again. He knows we're stronger now. He won't risk crossing us again. But Reg, that's wonderful. Do you realize what you just said? He is afraid of us now. The great Maestro Janesh just ran away from us with his tail between his legs. He's running back to the farthest corner of Numeria to sit and hide for the rest of his life, afraid we'll come after him. The annoyance on Regongar's face fades into a contented grin. Haha, you're right. That piece of shit's going to see us in his nightmares for the rest of his life. Alright, I'm glad they both found a way to be happy about this. What have we here? Octavia flips through the pages of one of the books. Reg, take a look at this. What is it? Whoa, by glitch, just tits. This is... found something interesting here. The Maestro was in such a hurry to leave that he left something pretty interesting behind. What'd you find? These are the Maestro's ledgers. All his accounting for the last, 10, 20, yes, for the last 30 years. Do you know what this means? Somewhere in these pages is me and Octavia. When we were bought, for how much, from where, maybe even from who. I'm not all that interested in my tribe, really. I already know who they are. Piles of shit who sell their children into slavery. But it might still be interesting to pay them a visit, maybe spit in their faces personally. It'll take some time to make sense of the ledger. We may not find anything, or we may find something and regret ever looking. But I still want to know the truth. I want to understand who I am and where I come from. Well, 15 slaves just arrived from Ustalev. I made an order for 40, more than a half died on the way, and the rest came with some sort of disease. I've sent them to the lab. They weren't good for anything else anyway. We had to change barracks to get rid of the disease, burned the old one to the ground, along with the slaves that remained there. I doubled my order for new ones. Delivery is expected to arrive by spring. Worthless, stupid dreams. Again, the same wench as before, all night long, promising me a crown and a throne in exchange for some piece of garbage from the stolen lands. The throne's location and the kind of crown she never mentioned. Need to prepare some magical protections. The agents have dragged back the slaves who fled 2 days ago. I've made an example of them, whipped them to death in front of the others. Now to change the locks and shackles. That Faye keeps bargaining. Now she's offering me all the secrets of the First World in exchange for some artifact. So, she wants me to go all the way to the middle of nowhere to search for no one knows what? Just who does she think I am? I'm tired. Not a single night passes without her coming. But I'm intrigued. Maybe I'll have a use for this wench after all. Now Nerissa comes even during my midday naps. She's so impatient. Regongar and Octavia have found themselves a new owner. I should have guessed it would end like that. So many years and so much wasted effort. I have to do everything myself. I'm going crazy. Nerissa keeps hiding her face from me for the 3rd night in a row. I'm trying to sleep both at night and during the day. I need some sign to know what I'm doing, what I'm supposed to do. It's dusty here, hard to breathe, but that doesn't matter. There's been no Technic League hideout in history as useful as this one. I was lucky that some of our people had previously arranged for a safe spot within the stolen lands. There could be no better place for us to set an ambush. It should be easy to lure this Baron out. My dream was short, but I got what I'd been craving. A light touch from Mistress Nerissa was all I needed. She gave me a chance. My head won't touch the pillow again until I kill the Baron. That filth will pay for all he's done, or my life is over. I will not disappoint my mistress. Wand of echolocation. Oh yeah, gives you blind sight. It's actually pretty good.
Uh-oh. And whoops.
Let's save before we try any more trickery on that lock.
Here! No, I'm embarrassed.
Okay, it's doable. Might take a few loads. I had some armor that boosts trickery, but I have it on my alchemist.
Ready and willing.
I'm sure I've got a potion of cat's grace, though.
I've broken a nail!
I was one short after roll of 13.
Done and done.
Can be equipped. Never seen a figurine that can be equipped. And let's see what this says. Mr. Janish, the problem is finally solved, and we have an incident report on all damages sustained by our organization. The company of technomancers and their robotic escort, deployed at your command, have finally eliminated this nuisance. I regret to inform you that very few of our men have survived the assault. The Myrmidon and lower-class robots have been reduced to parts, and only one of our 2 precious annihilators is still in service, although heavily damaged beyond our capabilities to repair. And that's kinda cool. I've never even heard of robots. At least, the case of this disaster on Numeria is finally closed for good, and the complete reports will be sent to you as soon as possible. In the meantime, I can shed some light on the main lines of inquiry at play here. For the moment, this seems to have been the work of a small group of powerful and well-organized individuals, referred to as the 5 disasters until further information is recovered. It sounds like this is actually referencing the Numeria game, if I had to guess. One android, unregistered, with 4 arms and heavily customized cyberware, which is what allowed it to cause such heavily damage with crippling and often fatal explosives. We have not been able to repair it and put it to use. All that we have been able to extract is a chunk of strange nanite cloud that settles into a tangible form, and some largely corrupted data. For now, our restoration efforts have only succeeded in extracting a self-identification of gears, and several recurring names: Eloniel, Saya, Shindra, Alvra, Mass, Bailey, Sandley. We are hopeful that the names of the disasters are among them, as this is the only promising point of our investigation. What seemed to be a female angel, possessing wings and the powerful holy aura, who greatly delayed the execution of the disasters through her sustained curative powers. With her support, the disasters seemed to heal faster than they could be damaged, and with one heal, one of our men seemed to suffer a backlash and spontaneously combust. A female devil, or similar beast. She was last to fall, even though her damage output did not seem to match that of her peers. She seemed untouchable until the Annihilator obliterated the general region she was last seen in. A human female with very strange powers, attacking our troops with a combination of a bow and mysterious singing. She seems to have caused sporadic mutations and a burst of aggression in her allies during the battle. No traces of her mutations remained afterwards, though we're still investigating. And actually, that list of the characters makes me want to play this game even more. The last case is quite unusual and resists easy classification. An elven male, or possibly half-elf in appearance, he threw himself into the fray, drooling with rage and unleashing a storm of steel and lead with a blade and a handgun. Between 2 assaults, the android scratched him and he changed into a massive 6-armed creature made of water, wreaking havoc among our ranks with claws, fangs, and weapons. There's clearly still much to investigate. The aforementioned disasters seem to be behind the deaths of our agents that led to the end of our activity at the Scar of the Spider on Feldel's side, forcing us to return to our headquarters at Starfall. Their true intentions and the motivation behind their hostilities are still unknown. Our teams have always been assaulted without a word. Despite this hard blow, you will be happy to know that our activity in Numeria should have resumed by the time this message will have reached you. P.S. I attached to this letter a box containing the remains of the android.
The nanites take form and fuse, but seem sporadically inert, unresponsive to our experts and analysis machines. Okay, so I guess the artifact I picked up is the nanite swarm? Yeah, Gear's rule. The nanites inside the item provide the wearer with multiple abilities. These abilities don't seem to be for humans. For Milla, owner gets +1 bonus to all attack rolls with bombs. This bonus increases to +2 at level 12. Owner gets a +2 bonus to saving throws against mind affecting, paralysis, disease, stun, and poison, and limits fatigue for 8 hours past the usual limit. At level 20, you become immune to fatigue. Owner's bombs deal additional dice of damage as if they were an alchemist 2 levels higher. Once per day as a free action, the owner can activate the nanites inside the item for 5 rounds, gaining fast healing 5, as well as immunity to poison, death effects, paralysis, stun, disease, and the effects of targeted bomb extract. Level 16, the duration of focusing surge increases to 10 rounds. Okay, so I guess my alchemist just got a really sweet thing. Masterwork Spear is almost kind of silly. It's like the absolute simplest weapon you can imagine. It's just a stick with something pokey at the end. It's like you could have a sharper pokey bit at the end. Like a sturdier spear, but that's about the limit of what's possible. Okay. Let's head back to town. And so to change your party out on the map, you just click Group Manager.
My strength betrays me.
Alright. Regongar has a strange look in his eyes and his speech is confused. Ah, well, how you doing, your chiefstessy? You know, I've seen a miracle. Grim himself honored one of my commanders. With a gift. He turns pathetic weaklings to fierce spawn of the abyss, able to defeat anyone with their bare hands. You know how? He laughs out loud. Potions, he says. He got his fighters drunk. And they're not what you'd call fighters. All he's got is weaklings in his squad. But they all went like they were battle crazy, fighting anyone who steps in their way. Pure gold, that's what this potion is. Regongar's mania suddenly fades. He speaks quietly. I've been thinking, let's have all our fighters take these potions. Then you'll have an army of real cutthroats. They won't care about death, pain, fear, or really have any feelings at all. They'll kill without hesitation, burn villages to the ground without a second thought. What do you say? Hell no. Let's see. I'm gonna ask one more question. What's the potion's effect? Is it dangerous? Regongar's eyes grow dead. The half-orc looks away from you. The quietest time is just before the thunderstorm, and then drip drop, plip plop. Then it bursts and flashes. Your soul groans and whizzes. The wind howls and the thunder strikes. Regongar lips his dry lips. He seems unaware of the electricity arcing between his fingers. And you're the storm. No one can stop you. That's how it works. I tried it. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we're not allowing any of that. Do you realize how lucky you are? An army like this can conquer all the stolen lands. They're finally real fighters. They've got only one destination, to the other world, and in the prime of their lives, may every one of them cut your path with their blood, and may this path lead to something really great. Okay. He acted like I accepted, but I
Forwards.
said no. Yeah, just double checking. Told him to arrest anyone who brews it. Okay. Nap time. My cat's stepping on my keyboard a little bit. Okay. Oh, good. So we got Divine +5. We did a luxuriant ritual procession, fascinated the locals. Congregations filled our temples, and the citizens devote themselves. Talk to the general. We can also rank up the general. But let's see what else is going on. An opportunity, a problem. Gotta focus on that first. Tristan should be able to handle this easily. Fugitive from pit tax. I'll have to have Regongar work on that later. Let's see, we can have +3 stability or +3 community. 3 community would put us at 50, so that works. And Regongar will be free in 22 days. Okay. I can't cancel, it gets immediately failed. So okay, let's skip some time. Okay, we're at 179 BP. Which means that requires Regongar. Actually, I should work on some of my towns. Let's see. Got a longhouse and a shop. What do I need? Community would be good. Do we have a tavern? Yeah. So brewery gets a bonus. Maybe we can get relations up a rank too. Yeah, costs 100 BP, but has a chance of getting me BP. So we got a regular brewery, a halfling's brewery, and we got 44 BP left. Yeah, can't really handle espionage with buildings. Ah, the lumberyard does give me +1 relationships when it's in a town with peers. So, okay. That should handle my relationship needs. Taken out of context, that sounds a little weird. Let's see, Candio can probably handle an elk. No, DC 24. After all, pretty good to get that. Like 16 or higher. But, oh well. I guess we'll see what happens. Let's see, I need someone to travel to a town south of Rostov, Varnhold. The town was founded by Magar Varn. You met him at the reception to celebrate your new title. Recently, I've stopped getting reports from him. I didn't pay much attention to it, but in the past week, not a single traveler, merchant, or messenger from Varnhold has shown up in Rostov. No one knows what has happened to the town. If I were you, I'd make sure I was ready for this journey. The plains of Dunsword are dangerous. Also, we have yet to find out what was it that cut off communications with Varnhold. An attack, arcane magic, or some epidemic or plague? I would have gladly investigated the matter, but the current state of affairs dictates I refrain from dealing with this personally. I am counting on you and your help. Head out to Dunsword and finish what, or who, stands behind the vanishing of Varnhold. Alright. Remember that annoying Magar Varn who couldn't stop pestering you? Seems like he grew tired of Aldori's leash, so he stopped answering the Sword Lord's letters. But Varn alone wouldn't raise so much concern. According to the letter, the settlement itself seems to have vanished. Jamandi Aldori expects your help with the matter, for she knows of your good relations with Magar. She asks you to go to Varnhold and find out why they have fallen silent. Why do they care? Jamandi seeks allies with anyone who has proven to be trustworthy, even if only a little, considering that Varnhold is the closest thing to an outpost on the east edge of the River Kingdoms. It's also useful to her in keeping an eye on Dunsword and the surrounding area. What do we know of them? The barony is much alike to your own. It was also established by a mercenary. He got his title at the same event you did. Magar Varn is third or fourth son in the family, so he couldn't claim his father's inheritance. Looks like he hoped to establish a settlement of his own and gain wealth and prosperity that way. How could the whole thing have disappeared? A riot? A rebellion? If that were the case, there would be refugees. Whatever happened there, it must have been sudden indeed. Perhaps a bandit attack, barbarians, a plague. Whatever it was, no one outside Varnhold seems to know what happened. Alright, let's head out.
This time, the disaster didn't hit us, but our neighbors. Varnhold, a small town east of our barony, had been deserted in an instant.
Thank you for the summation. That ends in 15 days. Let's see what month is next. Several peasants want to be mercenaries. If they could be persuaded to join the army, they would make excellent soldiers. Man. Regongar is in heavy demand. Yeah. Failed that. Yeah, we lost some soldiers to Numeria. Okay, let's hope this is worth it. Ends in 9 days. Cool, succeeded with the river maid. And we succeeded there. Failed there, but that's not surprising. Okay, let's see what Jubilost wants. Amazing, you managed to save your barony from an invasion of monsters from the First World. But you're not able to protect it from the attention of the First World's more powerful denizens. Believe it or not, but the Free Land has been chosen as the next location for the inconsequent debates. I've heard about them. Strange entertainments held on Galarian by Fey Lords from the First World. Strange tests with various unique rewards. Your knowledge is, well, pleasantly surprising. It's true, the inconsequent debates are anything but debates. They say that the eldest once made a bet. No one knows what it was, but sometimes one or another of them sends a delegation of Fae to Galarion. Here they hold insane competitions for those who volunteer to enter, and present the winners with whimsical awards. The contest and the rewards are different every time, although every time is a stretch. Only 3 such occasions are known over thousands of years. Anyway, it's happened again. This time the reward is a chance to ask any question whatsoever of the host. The competition's mastermind. This creature, whoever it is, speaks on behalf of the eldest. Do you see why we can't miss such a chance? Tell me. You don't like it that there's a pop-up for every achievement in this game? Like after every encounter? It doesn't bother me. Although, since it counts to like 100, that means you'll get 100 pop-ups. Just think, we have an opportunity to ask a question of the host. the messenger of the self-appointed deities of the First World, and demand an answer. The gnomes originally ventured from the First World, lost their immortality because of it, and received our curse in exchange, the bleaching. No one has discovered the reason for it, and no one can stave off its consequences. But if we manage to win the competition... Okay, tell me about these debates. You never know what mad ideas the Fae might have cooked up. I only know one condition. Only teams of 3 are allowed to participate. Who do you think we should take as our third? I think we should take Lindsay. Something tells me Fae are not likely to hold competitions in rope pulling or beer drinking, but the skills of a bard might come in handy. Besides, we should give the young lady a chance to channel some of that energy. Can participating be dangerous? Considering the Fae are involved? Absolutely. But if the chronicles are true, no one has died in any previous debate. Alright, let's go. Great, I'll mark the spot on the map where the competition takes place. The sooner we arrive there, the better. The Fae Lords won't wait forever. This sounds like it'll be cool. I think one of the few updates I would make to the game is to make it so that you can jump straight to the world map from your throne room. The loading time for a town is kind of long. Alright, we got lots of goodies to sell. Okay, so I'm close to 100,000 again. Hopefully the shop will have some cool new items in the next chapter. Oh, okay, we're getting warp straight there. We don't even get to set up a team or head out. That's not what I expected, but alright. I don't know. I haven't even heard that a patch is coming. As far as I know, that this is complete.
Where are you rushing off to, my hound? To face your own death?
Why are you here? Gonna kill me again?
Why am I here? Kill you? Not today. Believe it or not, but I came here without evil intentions. I've been watching you, my hound. You've escaped my trap. You've destroyed my beautiful everbloom flower. Such a strong will to live in such a fragile, mortal creature. Once, long ago, it hurt me to see flowers being torn apart by the wind. But today I watch you thrashing like a moth caught in a spider web, and I cannot turn my eyes away.
Does that make you the spider?
I am the web itself. The moment you took your first step on the road of the stolen lands, you fell under my power.
We already know why she caused the bloom, but I'll go ahead and ask.
There was a time when I used to ask myself the same question. What had I and my 1,000 breaths ever done to them? Why had I to endure this? You're wrong to think that your problems began with you. The ever-blooming flower was created long before your barony was founded. I prepared my weapon long in advance, having no idea what I would turn it against. Everything has a price. Thousands of lives must be turned to dust for a single act of forgiveness.
Yeah, it is. So, spoilers. She's not a good guy. I visited the First World and learned something about you and about your curse.
How? Though there's no point in asking. My untamed homeworld has many miracles to offer. One can never know what they will reveal, or to whom. So, what do you think of the proud, bitter, fallen nymph now, my hound?
Well, be willing to help you if you'd stop trying to kill me.
You want to aid the storm that strikes you and your lands. Help? Why? Though I do not want to know. You will help me either way, voluntarily or involuntarily. With your death.
Yeah, I totally thought she was a good guy too. Or, well, damsel in distress or something. But, nope. Her curse is pretty serious. I'll get into it after this. Well, tell me about your real name.
Names can be weapons in capable hands. You've no need to know my name. No need.
Do you have anything to do with Varnhold?
I can answer, but will you believe me? I have nothing to do with it. But I know who is responsible. I won't tell you, though. Run now towards your death, hound. Run, hound, run! I want to see you stumble.
Alright, so what's up?
Why shouldn't the mistress visit her pet? Farewell, my
all right.
hound.
Have a good night, man.
You have no idea what powers you've awakened, and now you voluntarily rush into their jaws. If you run your blade down their throats, I won't be disappointed. If you perish, I'll have forgotten you by dawn.
Oh. Man. Didn't get a whole lot out of that conversation.
Forwards.
Good night. I'm not even sure how to get out of here. Ah, the door. Hodor. Okay, so for the debates, just need a team of 3. Of course, venturing around the world's a little more dangerous with just 3. So, Suffix, how far are you in the game? I recall you helping me out with the Silver Lake quest. Have you beat it before? Now there's more news in the kingdom. Jeez. Always something to do. Oh, no, nothing. Just a +1 saying that I did meet with people. So we're in pretty close to the same area? Or you've progressed most of the way along the Varnhold quest? I just got the letter telling me it vanished. Here we go. Oh. What kind of bad decisions? I mean, glitches there's nothing you can do about. Why do you keep telling me that things are happening? Nothing happened. Stop giving me exclamation marks. Oh man. I probably should do something like that. I'm recording, well, hold on. Yeah. It's hard to feel what effect the patches have had, but I'm sure it's been helpful. But anyway, since I record everything I'm doing while I play and putting it up on YouTube, I'm not sure if the Verity management sections are as interesting. A very pale gnome with dull, brittle hair is scribbling something busily on a small scroll, not looking up as you approach. Ah, here you are at last. Go read the rules quickly. They're posted up a little further along. The other team's already arrived a while ago. The host said we'll start as soon as you show up and read the rules. Of course, I'm famous enough for my admirers to follow my every move, but still, I'd like to know, how did you know we were coming? The host said so. Well, you gonna keep wasting time? Read the rules and we'll start. Nyrod Zottenroppel. Let's see. Fixing his glasses, Jubilas looks at the paper describing the rules. Well, let's see. I'll read out loud so that everyone can hear. Rules of the inconsequent debates. Year to be added later. I see the authors didn't overstrain themselves. So the rules. Item 1. Obey the host in everything. Item 2. Come in triplets. Item 3. No fighting. No killing each other, even temporarily. Even if you really want to. Even if you apologize later. Item 4. The most important one. Participant must assume the shape of a giant frog. Jubilas looks puzzled. A frog? What does that have to do with anything? Are those the right rules for the competition? What irresponsible wordmonger, Matt? What's this? Am I a frog? Something is obviously wrong here. Examination offers nothing. Just like anything else that involves the Fae, the rule scrolls look ordinary and suspicious at the same time. Maybe it's supposed to be like this? So we're just gonna leave it as is. Let Lindsay buy us some time. I'll talk to the other participants. Don't worry about anything. I'll go run to the host and ask him a few questions from my book. It'll buy you some time. You start looking for whoever is responsible for this. Hello. Greetings, I'm Sir Alfrey, loyal follower of the Tentacles of Iomade. Tentacles? Knight, noble, and crusader from Mendev. Tentacles, oh yes. My knightly motto used to be, courteous even in death, but I'm afraid it must now be changed to, severing the tentacles of evil. In just a few phrases, he managed to pour more pomposity on us than I can manage in a week. Quite a talent. For the glory of tentacles! The tentacles of evil. And why is it that you want to change the motto, sir? You see, upon my arrival, I immediately went to read the tentacles of the event, but Guile already had me in its tentacles. The rules were charmed, and everyone who reads them must say tentacles every so often. Which is happening to me just now. Tentacles. If I can't rid myself of this inflection, at least, tentacles. I can make it into my motto. Did you try to talk to the host about this? I did. In the name of tentacles. But Fae think that cheating within the rules is tentacles and perfectly appropriate. As a true knight, I must overcome these tentacles resolutely. This is great. Do you have any idea who could have done this to the rules? It was done by one of the participants who allowed their tentacles to guide their heart, including you and me and my tentacles. 4 teams of 3 arrived. I swear by my tentacles, my service to the most honest Iomade would never allow such tentacles, nor would I suspect you and your outstanding companion, noble tentacles all. Look for the villain among the other 2 teams. I love this guy. So you're a Mendavian crusader. Truly spoken. I hope you have heard about our glorious tentacles. Our order fights demons fearlessly, preventing their tentacles from spreading across the world. You don't often meet Aasimar in these lands. Aasimar are not so uncommon in our tentacles. Celestials are known to aid Mendovian crusaders in our war against the demons. Sometimes this camaraderie sparks a tentacle, personal attraction. But just the presence of our holy celestial nearby can sometimes cause the birth of an Aasimar child. See? Easy as tentacles. Subtle tentacle rape. Going on there. Are you participating in the debates? I most certainly am. By my tentacles. I've come here to carry out the will of my tentacles and set a good example for my tentacles. Possibly to find a new way to fight tentacles. That is, demons. If I win, the Fae might answer all of my tentacles. I think I have to go. Before you leave, let me ask you, and in the name of tentacles, don't consider it idle curiosity. What need brought you to the tentacles debates? That would be me. I asked for the Baron's help in this in this endeavor, because winning will let us ask what made the tentacles, what causes the gnomes to leave the First World. For me, these tentacles are something more than mere scientific curiosity. Looks like Jubilos get hit by 2 of the curses. I'm amazed at how inquisitive the tentacles of your mind are, sir. I admit, it's the first tentacles that I've ever talked to such a learned frog. Tentacles! Forgive me my ignorance, but it never even crossed my feeble tentacle that there are educated ones among your race. For the love of Desna, I'm not a frog. Let it be known to you, sir, that you are speaking to Jubilos Snarthopple, well-known publicist and researcher. This shape but the consequence of a silly prank. I am a gnome, and that is why I am participating in the debates, to learn how my race received the affliction called the bleaching, and discover a way to fight it. In that case, I wish our worthy rivals good tentacles in the name of truth, justice, and tentacles. So the first sign is frog, the third sign is tentacles apparently. And I wonder what... I feel like checking out the second sign is dangerous. Little kobold raises his little snout at you. Greetings. Are you a participant in the debates too? Yes, participate. I participate. Amazing. We'll be competing against the inarticulate kin of unforgettable Tartuk. The kobold looks at you lost with interest. You frog! You speak? Can me mount you? I feed you ants, clean you skin. I am writer. In the list of all the jobs offered I'd ever received, that will be honorably placed in the I am ready to cry section. Why do you have those jerboas there? The kobold lowers his head. Face A, need 3. I know 3. I know friends. Want to go very much. Caught this jump mice. Now we are 3. Participate. It's like a spell was cast over my friend when he read the rules. Did anything like that happen to you? I don't read. Gnome help me. Read for me. Aloud. But then scream. I scared. So what do you want to ask the host if you win? Dragon. How become dragon? He wants to become a dragon disciple. Okay, so we got Lindsay talking to the host. Let's not
Forwards.
disturb them. Looks like these guys are friends with Sir Alfrey. So that's 3 teams, but there should be 4. One is the temples, there's us, the kobold. The pale gnome reads aloud enthusiastically. And the young wizard desperately thrashed about in fetters, but all in vain. The shoots of the plant held him tightly. The nymph, cruel and beautiful, sneered at him immediately. And immediately what? And immediately anything. The left frog is mocking the right one. Does this book ever end? I thought the wizard would die in the last chapter while he was running from the horde of unicorns through fields of giant fly traps. Oh, like you understand anything about literature, you stupid toad. The gnome looks at you. Ah, hello again, travelers. Seems I haven't introduced myself. I'm Near Zottenroppel, and these 2 idiots are my brothers, Vyre and Luar. So, if this is the last team, he must have been the one who cursed it. So what did the nymph immediately do to the wizard? It's too much to tell. She keeps him hostage for another 4 chapters. I like it when it's more like real life. In this author's last book, he escapes from the evil wizard in 5 minutes. Why are you calling those frogs your brothers? Haha, these fools read the rules, and the rules are charmed. Nerd's colorless and dim eyes flare up with a mad and joyful fire. Anyone who reads them turns into a frog. So now I have 2 frog brothers. I guess I'll leave them as they are. When else will I ever have a chance to laugh so much? Why are they both frogs? Did they read the rules together? Yes! Nah. Shut up, Luar. Of course we did. We read them and we transformed. Now we're sitting croaking. The little kobold said one of you helped him read the rules. Yeah, that's true, but he wasn't trying to read the frog rules. They're different on every pull. One turns you into a frog, another makes you say tentacles, and the third one makes you scream like crazy. Hilarious, right? Not remotely. You look pale. She looks bleached. It's alright. I've still got a fair bit of fight left in me. The Zottenroppels don't go down easy. My brothers and I lost our color long ago, but death still hasn't taken us. Are you participating? Sure. Although really we're just here to see the show. We figured it would be fun, and we were right. You're confused, my friends. Well, you've read the rules for the kobold. Why isn't one of you screaming? How is it that both your brothers were turned into frogs? And if Neardari saw what happened, and he knew the rules were charmed, then why'd she tell us to read them? Do you suspect us of something? Why would we charm the rules and read them ourselves? Or make you read them and put a spell on you? Near to just her ridiculous helmet strikes a rakish pose. Because you're gnomes. Only a gnome could think of playing a joke on everyone around than joyfully getting caught in their own prank. You're far-sighted and loud-voiced. I like you. Did you charm the rules? Why are you picking on us? Our sister's the one who did it. You're not snitching, Laura. You're just jealous that it was Neard who came up with the idea. And why'd you do it? It's so boring. We wanted to, so we did it. Just think of how funny it will be. Debates where all the participants are screaming or talking about tentacles or just croaking. But we're honest players, so we charmed ourselves too. We wouldn't want an unfair advantage. Please stop. Croak. Croak, croak. We're just stupid frogs and we understand nothing. Titus, I know this is unexpected, but let's just leave it be. I'm ready to participate in the debates, even like this, croaking all the way. Alright. Ah, there you are. Glad I found you. Stalled for as long as I could, but now it's time to begin. The hooded creature looks mundane, but after looking for a time, one might notice the figure's contours tremble and flow, as if in a haze. Welcome to the Inconsequent Debates. You can call us the host. We are the reason for all that happens here today. You've read the rules, have you not? Not that there is anything useful in them. We only made up the real rules the day after tomorrow, then forgot them, and had to make new ones. So it's simple. You want, as your reward, for us to answer a question. So the competition will involve answering questions. We ask, and one in each triplet answers. And always the same one. The others can only prompt. Let's see. It will be you, little kobold, you, Sir Alfrey, you, nerd, and you, Titus. Remember one thing. Here at the Inconsequent Debates, there are no right or wrong answers. Every answer has weight, and each will be weight. Don't choose the lightest one. Your rival might find a heavier argument, and most importantly, light answers are no fun for us. Why are you referring to yourself in the plural? You know very well. You've met us, Titus Auric, but it was a different us at a different time. For now, be satisfied that we do not wish to disclose ourselves. Alright. Why do you, creatures from the First World, need to organize all this? Win the competition and ask. Those are the rules of the game, right? Hell no. We're not wasting a precious question to discover the motives of Fae and their lords. I don't have the imagination to think how absurd and silly their answer might be. Let's begin. Begins! We are ready. Despite the tentacles. Alright, let's see how tough they have it in the First World. Some of you look so serious. Thus we'll begin with a question about weighting matters. What can move a mountain? What's our answer? Oh, I shouldn't have skipped my philosophy lessons at the academy. Such problems baffle me. It's not because I can't think of an answer, but because I think of 1,000 of them at once, and I don't know where I can hide from them. Let's see. We're dealing with a Fae in the First World, and they told us clearly that trivial answers won't cut it. I think the good answer is its own will. In the First World, mountains often change position, and there's at least one that does it of its own free will. That's Ules, one of the Tain, the walking mountains. Alright. We heard you. What will the others say? Maybe dragon? Dragon can move mountain. Faith in divine intervention. Do you hear, my faithful tentacles? Faith nourishes us. With devout faith in our tentacles and a righteous cause, everything is within our tentacles. A teleportation spell. Haha. I could probably manage moving a hill or two. In fact, that gives me an idea. We have heard you. Now hear us. Of course, gods and magic can move mountains, but that answer is good for any question. How can one jump over a house? Magic. How to paint a fence yellow using blue paint? Divine intervention. Such light answers are the weakest. A good answer is its own will. Will and desire lie at the base of all of our emotions, actions, and decisions. If a mountain has a will, it will surely find a way to move. That was an interesting round. Let the next question be heard. What weakens when owned by many and dies if owned by none? I'm sorry, I got distracted. Those mosquitoes are so delicious. The frog stops for a moment and then starts to curse. Demons take those mosquitoes. I'll go mad in this shape. So the answer, I think, is glory. It can't belong to many, otherwise the value of each is diminished. I still think it's a secret. Let's read the question again. What weakens when owned by many and dies if owned by none? I don't know, maybe it's dragon? It's the knight's heart. I swear by my tentacles, it can belong to himself or to his righteous cause, or to his greatest tentacles. It can't belong to everybody. Here, look how I can roll my eyes. Fools, concentrate on the competition. This won't do. We won't accept the answer from the Zottenroppel triplet this round. But you are a spectacular eye roller. Now as for the others, the heart is not the best answer. Even among knights, there are many whose heart belongs to beautiful women, and a beloved mother, plus their friends, their commander, their righteous cause, and a delicious lunch. Especially a delicious lunch. And if it doesn't seem that those hearts belong to many, grow any weaker. A secret is a good answer. The more souls knows it, the less mysterious it is. But without a single bearer, it will die. Your triplet wins this round, Baron. Here's the third question. Each of us is born at the same time with a monster. Each day we live, it grows. It can torment, bring us joy, or kill without a single wound. What is it? What do you say, Jubilost? Considering that question is asked by a representative of the Fae, the answer could be anything from sinking to the love of pastries. But let's think logically. The last part of the riddle can easily be ignored, because just about anything in the world can aid or ruin you depending on the circumstances. What's important is that the riddle clearly points to some quality or property of a living creature, something that is born with us. Another point, it grows. I would say knowledge. Each day brings something new, so our knowledge of ourselves and the world keeps growing. For some, though, this process is ridiculously slow. Alright. Ambition would be a good answer, but let's see. Maybe it's dragon? It's curiosity. It's born with us, grows day by day. It saves us from the bleaching, and if you only knew how many it's killed. I don't know if the answer will do, but the greatest tentacle is the one that lives inside us. We grow a tentacle beast in our soul. We feed it with wrath, neglect, and tentacles. Eventually it could break free and kill us, but tentacles must admit, the same beast gives us strength to villains and tentacles. The poison we feed our monster only nourishes them. Interesting answers, except for dragon. The dragon doesn't count, alas. Curiosity is also insufficient. The monster we described by its own nature grow. Many see their curiosity dim over the years. We like the answer about knowledge and its inner beast, but both seem somewhat light. We're expecting something more substantial. We declare that both Sir Alfred and Titus, along with their triplets, shall share the victory for this round. But remember, a victory shared by two is half the victory. One final trial, and we will sum up the results. I grow tired of questions, but do you know the game Knight, Dragon, Snag? The knight defeats the dragon burns the snag, but if the knight walks in the woods, he will stumble on the snag and die. That's why the snag defeats the knight. Children's games. Great. These are the inconsequent debates. Why not play a game? So, you break up into pairs, and yell out your chosen word at the signal. The one who shouts knight defeats the one who shouts dragon. The one who shouts dragon defeats the one who shouts snag. And the one who shouts snag defeats knight. We'll play Sir Alfred against the kobold, and Near Zottenroppel against the baron. The winners will then play each other. Is the first pair ready? Yell on 3. 1, 2, 3. So Kobold will yell dragon, all three will yell knight. That leaves the gnomes probably picking snag. So we'll yell dragon. That was too predictable, but charming in a way. The host is obviously enjoying the game. It's a good thing we didn't look ahead. It's much more fun to see it unfold like this. So all three wins. Now for the second pair. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Dragon! Looks like their own amusement is more important to her than the competition. Tie. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3. Snag! Ah, damn it. I meant to cheat, but I didn't have time to think of how. Dragon won! 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 The little kobold is as happy for you and your dragon as if it were his own victory. So the Baron wins. Now, the winner against the winner. The Baron against the knight. 1, 2, 3. Snag. Sir Alfred takes a deep breath with his mighty chest, but then the curse takes over. Tentacles! Realizing how their spell has worked, Nereid and her brother start roaring with laughter, sometimes sniffling with delight. The host makes a helpless gesture. We cannot but pronounce the Baron the winner of this round. And now it's time. Time to pronounce the winner of the debates. After 4 tests, the triplets of the Baron and Sir Jubilost wins. It was most amusing, children. Most amusing. You should know that this is rare praise from us. Congratulations, sirs and ladies. I swear by my tentacles, it was a worthy struggle. Your triplet performed better than we could have imagined. For that reason, you may ask us not 1 and not 2, but 3 questions. They must be asked by the Baron, the voice of your triplet. Titus, do you remember the fate of the note? Jubilost suddenly stops talking. He opens and closes his mouth, but makes not a sound. Have a silence spell, mate. Haha, I love it. Now what's he gonna do? Come, brothers, let's run. Now everything is in your hands, Titus. Think well upon your questions. We will answer honestly, but I don't know is also an honest answer. Ask about what a host from the first world might know. Okay. I want to know why the gnomes left the first world. There's the question. We knew it would be asked, but a simple answer, a light answer, has no value, right? We hope our debates convinced you of this. That is why we present to you another answer, a good one, a valuable one. Numbers will help you in your way. One of them is 5th and 10. It will be easy to find if you read. Who opened the road for the ancient dead man and his black-feathered messenger? The second is 12 times in 12, and is thrice the number of those who lost their faces. Don't try to guess it now, it's not yet time. Wait until he who is born twice will be defeated. Put the 2 numbers together. When the moon leaves her path near the waters of the Candlemere, find the one who will open the secret. A heap of senseless mumble instead of a first walk the road, then you may accuse us of being senseless, but in the end, you won't. Okay, how to gain power and immortality. One day, in the future, you will have a chance to let an ancient enemy go in peace. We ourselves might even tell you that it should be done. Refuse, and after many hardships, you'll be offered power and immortality. But will you agree? Okay. Okay, who is my love? We would like to know why this question is so popular. Alright, let's see. This hasn't happened yet, and this we've seen. So for you it's in the future. And this is a fragment of the past, an important one. The host keeps mumbling like this for a while. Wait, this is so unexpected. Inside of you, we see a longing for the one who comes in dreams. Be wary. To choose this path means forsaking all others, and your chosen one would bring you to an abyss before making you happy. But no, we can say no more. That was your final question. We have the answer, and yet we don't. But what an adventure. Titus, we'll have to discuss this further on our return to the capital. Farewell, Titus. Oh, we almost forgot. You, little creature, you didn't win, but you still managed to make us laugh. Do you want to come with us? No promises you'll turn into a dragon, but still. Take my friends? Yes? Alright, fine. Listen all, the inconsequent debates are now closed. We spare all of you the effects of the Zottenroppel tricks, and bid you farewell. That was good fun. That yawn means it's probably time to end things. Where we will head over to our neighbor and see why Varnhold is missing. Alright, hope you guys had fun. I know I did. See you next time.